Is down on the fortified village of Chirsakoye. The defenders know they must hold their positions against the Panthers until reinforcements can reach them. Wow. So that's what we're going for, guys. The first Battle of Kursk. And we are going to start a new campaign. I already had one in the works, but for you guys... Okay, here we go, guys. So, looks like we have a little town here. We've got to hold the village at all costs. Some reinforcements are going to be available, and we have to hold 3 victory points for victory. In this case, that's every single victory point in this sector. So that's not going to be easy. So we're going to start off. Easy mode, make sure units tougher and better shots, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go ahead and just keep it very basic. And at this point, I believe we can start placing our troops. I think we already have a T-34 here, so our troops are pretty much already placed, and this seems like a good location for them. We've got some guys over here with AA guns, etc. So let's go ahead. We're going to start the battle, the great battle of the turnaround for the Soviets, as it were, and try to defeat the German hordes. So as you can see here, first things first, I just want to give you guys a look at the beautiful screen. Just such an awesome screen in this game. Things look awesome. So we're going to go ahead. Now, so far, we just have to keep our eyes out ahead of us and make sure no Germans are slowly moving up. I'm going to actually move this T-70 tank up a little farther, and I'm going to do the same with this infantry unit, or I should say this truck carrying infantry, because we could probably let our infantry units off in one of these small houses, these dachas, and hopefully defend from there. So there we go, a 45mm AT gun of all things. Wow, I actually should have moved it up a little more, but we can change that. Let's end the turn, see what the Germans are going to do. Alright, so far no action really from the Germans. They're probably approaching, and at this point we'll actually take a look. I'm guessing they're in the fog of war area, so we cannot see them. And for this tank, I do feel like moving him up, but I'm just not sure if that's the best idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move him up a little bit. We're not going to move him up too much. And we'll have him face where I think the enemy is coming from. We've also got this AT gun here, so that might help as well. Let's see what we can do about the AT gun here. I think I'm going to move it up. Yes, we're going to move fast. And now we actually have sort of a line of sight out from the village. And in fact, I'll take a look this way as well. Make sure the Germans aren't coming from the east. I don't think they are. Let's move our T-34 up as well. The mighty T-34, of course. And is there anything written on the side? It should say, Glory to Stalin. I think it might, over here. If anybody can read Russian, tell me what that says. Alright, let's go ahead, end the turn. First, let's get this truck out of the way. He's no use to anybody, unfortunately. And the T-70 we can put over here at the start of the town, behind the barbed wire. And we will end our turn. Alright, we've got some Stukas coming in. Or maybe just scout planes of some sort. Your enemy has air superiority. Okay, there we go. SDKVZ, guys. Boom! We hit the enemy. Unfortunately, didn't manage to destroy the SDKVZ. And now they're actually targeting us with German scouts. And there we go. We destroyed the SDKVZ and got a unit promotion. But look at all these Germans coming in. This is intense, guys. They're attacking from all sectors. Respond fire with the T-70. Come on, boys. Heavy damage on the SDKVZ, which is definitely awesome. And by the way, guys, I'm just now opening up my Twitter. Excuse me, not my Twitter, my Twitch, so that I can take a look at your guys' messages. Now, right now, the enemy is attacking our Soviet AT Rifle Brigade, and that's obviously not a good thing. But we have an open view of the enemy units. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. All right. First things first, we've got a German scout here. It's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. So I'm going to actually see if our Soviet rifles can deal with him instead. I'm going to have to take them out of cover to do this, but I think if we get rid of that infantry unit, we're going to make it so that that AT rifle unit can fire again. So I'm going to move up the infantry. This might be reckless, but we're going to try anyway, guys. Opening fire on the German scout. Oh! Fire again. Alright, not bad, not bad. Missed completely, but these things happen in war. Let's take a look at our light machine gun unit. Now, he can't actually aim at anybody. We've got another machine gun unit here, and I'm thinking that our tank might actually be getting in the way a little bit. So I'm going to move our tank up. I'm not going to focus too much on the German scout. We're going to open fire on the SDKVZ and on the Tiger. In fact, we should have fired at the Tiger first, if I was to be perfectly honest. I guess we'll open up on the German scouts. Alright, no losses there, incredibly. Wow. Let's see. Make sure we haven't used up all of our stuff. I don't think we have. We're going to go ahead and open up on the SDKVZ. Boom! Another unit down, guys. Again, I don't know what that means in Russian either, but we're going to go ahead and take a look here, too. All right, let's see. Got some infantry units ahead as well. I might actually move them up into that Dhaka, but I think this is an okay spot, and hopefully the enemy will let their units out in this sector. We've also, you can't forget, guys, we've got this T-34 over here. We're going to move him up as close as possible. I don't like that we have him out in the open, but I do like that he can do a lot of damage to these SDKVZ units. So we're going to go ahead and open fire on them. This guy might still have troops in him. He's going to give us an awesome kill. And there we go. He retreated. What a little coward. Fair enough. By the way, guys, real quickly here, just going to go ahead and see if I can find the Slytherin group channel on my phone so I can actually read your guys' chat. I don't want to get away from the game right now because there's so much action going on here, as you guys can see, and we can't look away, obviously. All right, let's take a look here. Got that Soviet submachine gun unit back here, and I'm just taking a look back here to make sure we don't have any other reinforcements. We do have an Su-76, excuse me. Let's move him up over here. Or we could also use him to fire some artillery at the enemy. So actually I want to move him here. Alright. And hold on one. Alright, we're going to open fire again. Fire to small targets. Small targets are hard to hit. No kidding. Who would have thought that? Unbelievable. We also have to keep in mind, guys, we've got this AT gun here, and this guy we probably should have moved up a little closer, so I'm going to see if I could actually move him back into the truck, load him up, and we're going to start moving him to the front line. So I'm going to actually move him up here. I hope he doesn't get hit on the way. Oh, Stug! I was worried about that. All right, if we can let him out here, I will. If anything, I'll just hold here because this would be way too early to run. And Party Commissar says, Scouty Scouts. Great for scouting and absorbing bullets. Indeed. Very good at absorbing bullets. Although these scouts seem to be doing okay. And I'm just kind of looking around the map to make sure I don't want to make any other movements. I think we're good. We've got a mortar here. We might as well use the mortar. And let's hit the scouts with the mortar. Here we go. Wish us luck, guys. Boom! Boom! These scouts are crazy. 3 mortar shots and they're still not going down. We've just faced some, I guess, maybe some SS scouts with special training of some sort. Let's take a look, make sure we can't fire with anything else. Nope. I'm going to take a look quickly, make sure we don't have any other mortars, and I don't believe we do, which is unfortunate. It would be way too early to use the Yak-9, so we're not going to mess with that. And we'll go ahead. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the channel. Let's end the turn here. See what the Germans have in store for us. Another Stuka or some sort of scout plane. And there we go. That's a Stuka for sure. Wow, they're trying to bomb our machine gunners out. And there we go. Somebody said the Tiger's going to eat the T-34. Not yet, hopefully. But yes, you're definitely right. That Tiger's approaching. We've also got an Ostwind Flakpanzer. We should be able to take this guy out. And this might be a good time, actually, to bring in some air support. Or some artillery support. There we go. Nice! We hit SDKVZ and actually destroyed it. Our men are putting up a great fight, but as you can see, the enemy has a tremendous amount of tanks and infantry that they're moving into this sector here. This would truly be a overwhelming victory if we were able to beat these guys. Alright, here we go, guys. So we've got our artillery. I'm going to go ahead and select that. And I'm going to drop the artillery probably right there. I could also drop it over here, but I think this is the best place to put it. So we're going to drop the artillery here. Turnstile Impact 2, that's a little worrying. What about the Yak-9? Call fighters, yes. And let's see how that works. Let's go ahead and take our T-70, and I'm going to open up on the SDKVZ right in front of us, of course. Boom! That's down. And we also have more German units ahead of us. Let's go ahead. Tomato saying hit them with charges as they try to pass by. Oh, you mean infantry charges? There we go. Got one German down. Another unit is suppressed. We've also still got this flamethrower unit, which should be pretty useful. We're going to move him up, and we could really toast the enemy here. But I'm actually going to leave him in the building because I'm guessing that he could probably be used against the armor. I may not be right on that, but that's what I assume. Go, opening fire. Angetroffen. And you guys are in trouble. We've got a light machine gun unit here too, but we'll wait for them to get a little closer. And can we let our AT gun out here? I think we can, guys. Just drop the AT gun. Oh, target destroyed. Minefield. Shit. Oh, man, send engineers to clear it. Well, at least we know that there's a minefield here. T-70's a half-track killer indeed, Alex. Let's take another look here. We got another half-track. Almost. Very close. Very close. All right, let's get back to the main battle over here on the left side. So, of course, we've got our AT gun, which weirdly enough hasn't been able to shoot yet. So we could actually get close to the scouts. Somebody said get close and charge, and that's actually a really good idea. We're going to assault, and good call, guys. Position taken. Unfortunately, now we have to face the SDKVZ and the Tiger, but it's good that they're wasting their shots on something that we don't actually need. Let's go ahead. Armor-piercing shot on the Tiger. Come on, guys. Oh! So close, so close. Let's take a look at our mortar over here. Drop some rounds on the enemy. Unfortunately, it looks like he's a bit too far out, so we're not going to be able to do much there. What about our Soviet submachine gun team? I'm going to move him up. And we've also got a Soviet submachine gun team here, but I think I'm going to leave him. He's going to stay put, and this is what we're dealing with. Now, we could fire Bombard, and I'm not sure if Bombard's going to be useful against these units, but we're going to try. Maybe not. Maybe not the greatest idea, right, guys? We've also got guys over here. Soviet rifle, Soviet AT rifle, which could be very useful right now. And over here, we've got an anti-tank gun. So for this one, we're just going to wait. And let's end the turn, see what the enemy has in store for us. Let's take a look here. Hey, guys, I was wondering if there will be a sale anytime soon, says Alpha. I'm not sure, Alpha. That's a good question, my friend. I've been interested in this for a while. Nujal Blanc says, what's the circle around the units? I'm not sure what you're referring to, but when we get back to our players, I'll tell you. When we get back to our units, I should say. Oh boy. Oh yes, we got a Stug. Come on, shoot, boys. And of course, the enemy's trying to advance into town. We're trying to stop them. The Great Red Wave will stop the enemy here. And I like how we're actually creating some wrecks to stop the enemy from getting into the city. Alright, there we go, our AT rifles opening up. Now, they did destroy the SDKVZ, but we've got another German infantry unit over here on the right side. Thank you, Frobodine. The circle is the armor, green arc is better armor. Thank you, Frobodine. And thank you, Party Commissar. That's facing. Indeed it is. Alright. Still got 2 Stugs. Reinforcements have arrived. Let's see what we got, guys. Okay. Hey, I can take that any day. Looks like we got another Stuka attack. Oh, there we go. Our fighter control the sky. Beautiful. So we called our fighters in, so the enemy's not going to get any armor attacks this turn, which is really awesome. And look at this. We've got Su-76s, as a matter of fact. And these are big I didn't realize Su-76s were this huge. But we're definitely going to move them forward and get to the battlefield. The Tiger's going to smash him, says Tank of Doom. Tank of Doom is a huge fan of the Tigers. For those of you that watch my Close Combat Gateway to Con Let's Plays, in fact, the last one especially, he took an amazing Tiger army and utterly smashed me.